Okay. Okay, hopefully there's no difference. Knock on wood. See if this now works. Okay, first of all, did we have someone here at 325 CV 256 Reyes versus State Farm Lloyd's?
Present, Your Honor.
Okay, hello, Ms. Weisfeld. I know you were listening in. Feel free to stay as long as you want, but you're not required to. You are excused if you so desire, but we do have a lot of great lawyers who can listen in, so thanks for joining. And obviously a DCO has already been entered in your case.
Thank you.
Thanks a bunch.
Thank you.
Okay, next case, and please everyone just call, introduce on the plaintiff side and then defense side. Let me call Bell versus Matthews Hope Foundation, 325 CV 125. Who do we have on the plaintiff side?
Ashley Thompson for the plaintiff.
Hello, Ms. Thompson. Good to see you. On the defense side?
Michelle Barrier. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Sorry, Jim. Michelle Barrier for defendants Matthews Hope Foundation and Integranet Physicians Resources.
And Jim Goodfellow, Jackson Lewis for the ADP entities, Your Honor. Thanks for having us.
Great. Thank you all. Obviously, this is a healthcare coverage case. I know my notes that I wrote down, there were some service issues on Matthews Hope Foundation and Integrated Physician Resources. Have those been worked out, or what's the story on that now?
They have, Your Honor. We executed a waiver and sent that back to Ms. Thompson's office, and our responsive pleading is due in December, which raises an issue for me as to the proposed docket control order that the court has.
You mean you want later dates since you're not going to be making your first appearance in the case to December? How unreasonable.
Yeah, I know it's really tough, Judge. I mean, sometimes you just have to ask for things that are difficult. But yes, I would like some later dates.
Well, I always say for initial scheduling conferences, I'm nice to one group of people. So you all, you're at the beginning, so you all won the lottery. So no, that's understandable. How far, based on those dates, should we move it out?
I was thinking if we could move the deadlines by 60 days, that gives me an opportunity to respond. If I won't need a free amendment. I'm not worried about that necessarily, but gives me an opportunity to get into the case, have some conversations like ADP. We think one of the parties that we represent shouldn't be here at all. I know ADP has the same position with one of their defendants. And so we'd like to maybe have conferences with Ms. Thompson and see if we can resolve those issues quickly too.
Is everyone on board with those changes of those dates?
No objection, Your Honor.
Yeah, none from ADP, Your Honor.
Okay, I will make that change. That is understandable. Anything else we should know about now, or everyone working well so far? Anything Judge Brown and I should be aware of going forward?
I don't think so. Like I said, I've had good conversations with Mr. Goodfellow. Ms. Voorheer, like I said, nice to meet you, and I'm sure we'll continue on with working.
Great. I will modify that DCO and issue it today. Thank you all very much. Judge Brown and I very much look forward to working with you. Have a great day, and you all are excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Have a good day.
Chapa versus XL Modular Scaffolding and Leasing Corp. 325 CV 136. Who we have on the plaintiff side? Who do we have on the plaintiff side?
It should be Barney Dill.
My apologies. I was talking with, I didn't realize I had my audio muted. Barney Dill.
No worries, Mr. Dill. Just you got about 10 seconds and the case was going to be dismissed, but no worries, you saved yourself. So we're good.
Barney Dill for Plaintiff Louis Chapa, Your Honor.
Who do we have on the defense side?
Christy Ho, my colleague, Madeline Malaire for Blanchard.
Okay, good to see you as well. We got a personal injury case from the Blanchard Galveston Bay Refinery, and I'm missing someone, but I wanted to save the best to last. So I'm going to let whoever else it is introduce themselves now.
Andrew Koldonic for XL Modular Scaffolding.
Sorry,
Defendant.
Mr. Cole. I
No
apologize
problem.
for that. I'm always too eager, so my apologies.
Not
Okay,
a problem
personal
at
injury case. Any issues with the draft DCO I circulated?
One problem was to be in federal court for a 3-week trial starting on September 7th in Honolulu. So I'm gonna need to push that that date back if possible.
Well, let me say this. Fair enough. We go to Honolulu with you. Let me say this. Let's see, wait, what happens. Meaning, usually at the doc call, all we're going to do is give you a trial date. Obviously, if you have a conflict and you're in Hawaii in trial, then we are not going to interfere with that. Even if you were on vacation in Honolulu, we wouldn't interfere with that. And obviously, your trial would right now be set for October, November. So a lot of time can, I guess what I'm saying is a lot of time can happen by then. If we get closer and you are still set for trial, just shoot an email to us. Let us know, hey, I have a conflict at the doc call, and we'll reschedule at that time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You got it. Understandable. That's pretty good. I've never had a case in Honolulu. That's, with all due respect, I was always in, West Texas or East Texas. I never got the Honolulu division, which seems to be a little more palpable. No offense, of course, to East Texas or West Texas. Any other issues that other than Mr. Dill raised from the parties on the draft DCO? Or anything else we should know about generally as we go forward?
No, Your Honor.
No.
Okay, thank you all very much. Great to see you. We look forward to working with you. Have a great day, and you all are excused. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you.
325 CV 174 Lighthouse Transportation Services versus Silver Frog Freight Logistics. Who do we have on the plaintiff side?
Good morning, Your Honor. This is David Talbot for Lighthouse Transportation Services, LLC.
Hello, Mr. Talbot. Boy, I hadn't
Good to
seen
see
you in
you,
like
Your Honor.
20. I hadn't seen you in like 20 years. I feel like you're now.
Yes, sir. I'm a lot grayer, a lot heavier, but it's good to
Well,
see
now
you.
I feel like
Same.
I've seen you a bunch recently. What's the deal with service?
So yeah, we have not been able to get service, but we have now finally got a good address for the defendants, and so we are reissuing citation and getting them out the door this week, Your Honor.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We are going to reset the initial scheduling conference for January of 2026. In addition, we're going to issue an order later today that says that you need to serve them within 30 days or face dismissal. Hopefully that just lights a fire. I sort of figure that if I made you come to this initial scheduling conference, Mr. Talbot, you do everything in your power to avoid having to see me by trying to get service done.
We tried, Your
beforehand.
Honor, and that's yes, sure, Your Honor. We sure tried, and that's why we got the new address, and now we're getting it together. So hopefully we'll be good.
Understood. Okay, reset for January, and please make sure we get the service. Want to get your case moving. Have a great day.
Will
Good to
do.
see you again, and you're excused.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. 325 CB 178 Hawkins versus Bay City Independent School District. On the plaintiff side.
Good morning, Your Honor. Keith Altman on behalf of the plaintiffs. Also
Hello,
with
Mr.
me, Your Honor, are a couple of my staff members. One thing I just want to point out to the court, I am severely visually disabled and will always need some assistance to help me through matters. And so I'll always have some people helping me out. It should not interfere with anything, but I just wanted to make the court aware.
Well, thank you. Obviously, anything we can do to make things easier for you and your staff, we are happy to do. So please let us know.
Thank you.
Who do we have on the defense side?
Megan Betabeer for Bay City Independent School District, Your Honor.
Good to see you.
Savannah Robinson for Karina Romero.
Hello, Ms. Robinson. Good to see you as well. Okay.
Nicole Carr representing myself.
Hello, Ms. Carr. Good to see you as well. I apologize if I spoke over anyone or interrupted anyone else. Anybody else making an appearance? Okay, this is a Title IX, Section 1983 case. There's a motion to dismiss that's been filed by Bay City ISD. If I remember correctly, I'm having trouble accessing the computer, but there was a motion to dismiss filed, then an amended complaint, and then another motion to dismiss. I think that makes the first motion to dismiss docket 11 moot, correct?
I believe so, Your Honor.
Okay, let's, Ruben, if you would terminate docket 11 on the docket sheet to make that clear. Okay, I know in the joint case management plan, you all were talking about, hey, would you wait to put a DCO in place until after a ruling on the motion to dismiss? Fair question. Judge Brown and I, we're sort of, we don't do that because our view is if we then have to call back everyone again for another scheduling conference, it's just an incredible pain in the rear end. So we'll put a docket control order in place. but obviously I've given a long time on the discovery. So if you all want to sit and twiddle your thumbs and not do anything and wait till a decision, free to do it. You're always free, as I mentioned, without asking our permission to move discovery deadlines. Basically, you got a docket call or just, dispositive motion deadlines not till basically a year from now. So hopefully that you understand at least the court's view on that, but we leave it to you whether you want to jump into discovery or if you want to hold off on discovery. That's up to the parties. Does that make sense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Anything else we should know about or be aware of other than each side wants us to rule for them on the motion to dismiss?
Nothing else from the plaintiff, Your Honor.
Nothing else from the district, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, terrific. Great to see you all. Once again, we look forward to working with you all as well. Have a great day. We'll enter that DCO and you're excused.
Thank you, Your
Yes,
Honor.
sir.
Next matter, 325 CV 183, Casarda versus Face Servicing. Plaintiff. Plaintiff.
Move West.
Who do we have?
Michael Hort for defendant. He's here. I think he's on mute.
My apologies, Your Honor.
No worries.
Wes Griggs here for the plaintiff.
Okay, good to see both of you.
Thank you.
Saw Mr. Hort and I immediately knew this was a foreclosure case. So, okay. Any issues with the draft DCO? Jump to it.
Judge, I don't think my office received it. I'm pretty comfortable and flexible on deadlines, so I don't think I care, but I don't know that I've seen that.
So we now send out the DCOs. They're on the docket. So if you pull up the docket sheet, one of the attachments to the notice that was sent out yesterday, setting a reminder with the Zoom link, was a proposed DCO. But just so you know,
okay.
10/24/25 is the date to amend the pleadings and add new parties, as I mentioned. Actually, I just put down the date you wanted in the docket control order, which are like right around the corner, which I'm fine
agree
with.
to it without seeing it, Judge, in the interest of judicial economy.
Okay.
I have no objection to the DCO, Your Honor.
Okay, and just so you know, that they're right around the corner, but we're going to get this case resolved fast. But I just gave them the dates you all wanted in the DCO. So I'll enter that. Anything else we should be aware about? Anything going forward? Unusual, different, special we should be aware of?
No, sir.
I don't believe so, Your Honor. I hope this case gets resolved between counsel.
Well, good luck. Best luck. If so, great. If not, that's why Judge Brown and I used to make money. No longer, but it is what it is. So thanks a bunch. Have a great day. Look forward to seeing you guys.
Great to see you. Thank you.
Okay, next, D's Properties versus Century Surety Company, 325 CV 186. Who do we have on the plaintiff side?
Jay Simon here for plaintiff.
Hello, Mr. Simon. Good to see you, sir. On the defense side?
Aaron Stendell for Century, Your Honor.
Great to see you as well.
Likewise.
Mr. Simon equals a wind and hail damage case, so that's what we got. Any issues with the draft DCO?
None, Your Honor.
Defense?
Just a slight modification, if I may beg the indulgence of the court, Your Honor. The number 6, dispositive motions. I heard you say you don't change that, but we will be on vacation that week. If we could just push it forward 2 weeks to perhaps July 10th.
Where are you going?
Oh, taking the family over to Germany, Your Honor.
Oh, nice. Well, let me say this. Vacations are a reason in of itself to move deadlines. So we will accommodate you. What works? Do you want the deadline before, or do you want it when you get back? I don't care. I don't mean that in a negative way.
I appreciate that, Your Honor. Just a smidge after, perhaps July 10th, right after the holiday.
When do you get back from your vacation?
July 1st.
Okay, well, I'll move it later out in July.
Okay, thank you very much, Your Honor. Jay, I apologize for not conferencing with you earlier about this.
A long time from now. Don't have my plans yet, so it's fine.
I know that interfered. Usually, Mr. Simon takes July through December off each year. So I guess we'll work with you, Mr. Simon. If that's a problem, we can set it, for when you return.
Depends how good January through June are, I guess.
Fair enough. Okay, I will I will do that and have a great time on vacation. Sort of weird to say 10 months ahead of time, 9 months ahead of time, but it is what it is. Any other issues we should be aware about?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Have a great one. Enter that DCO. Good to see you all, and you're excused. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your
Thank
Honor.
you, Your Honor.
325 CV 187 Buoie versus City of Galveston. Plaintiff.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jimmy Ardwan here for Mr. Buoie.
Good to see you, Mr. Arwan. On the defense side.
Norman Giles for the City of Galveston, Your Honor.
Hello, Mr. Giles. Good to see you as well. And when it's Mr. Giles, you know it's a Section 1983 case. I know there's a 12B6 motion pending. Issues, complaints, concerns with the draft DCO?
None from the plaintiff, Your Honor.
None from the defendant, Your Honor.
Anything else to talk about on this fine Wednesday?
Good morning, Your Honor. Matthew Reardon appearing on my own behalf.
Hello, Mr. Reardon. Good to have you with us today. How about on the defense side?
Norman Jones again, in your honor, City of Galveston, Officer Osteen and Sergeant Dorris.
Christopher Lindsay for UTMB. Okay, great to see all of you. My understanding to start off, Mr. Reardon, I know there's some other defendants. Has service been accomplished? Okay.
Shoot. Hold on one second, Your Honor. Let me close this out. Okay. I had some computer issues, so I had to pull it up on my phone and then got the double echo right there. So Your Honor, I received the court's notice and prepared to discuss the scheduling order, all pending matters. Now, I guess the first thing that I want to address is there are two.
Hold on. Time out. My question is for you first.
Yes, sir.
There's other defendants in the case. Have you served them?
That's what I'm trying to say is there was actually two of them that were returned for Lafayette County, Mississippi, two deputies. They're no longer with the department. I've been trying to locate them. The department has been uncooperative with disclosing what department they've gone to. So in that regards, I was hoping to, I know you had said about how the court doesn't do motions to compel, but I mean, at this point, Your Honor, I'm not allowed into Lafayette County. These are defendants in this civil rights case. And based on the call recordings that were obtained yesterday, they are obstructing and trying to keep these defendants in their and where they can be served, where they're at, concealed. And so the court should take issue with that, just like I take issue with that. And I think that needs to definitely be addressed, Your Honor.
Let me start off with saying, obviously, the defendants have been named in the case. You got to serve them to properly make them to hear before us. I noticed that there's two motions to dismiss that have been filed. One on the 3rd by UTMB. That means your response, Mr. Reardon, to that is due 21 days later, or on the 24th. And then a motion to dismiss was filed yesterday by the City of Galveston, Jack Doherty, William Osteen, and that response is due on November 4th. Now, because of the nature of this case, meaning there's some qualified immunity, some sovereign immunity issues, discovery is not appropriate until those preliminary issues are resolved. UTMB filed a motion to stay discovery, which is docket 27, which has been referred over to me. And candidly, my hands are tied on that. I mean, there'll be no discovery in this case until we get a ruling on the motion to stay. So the motion to stay discovery, docket 27, is granted. And
Your Honor,
response from you. Hold on, Mr. Reardon. Response from you on the motion to dismiss. We'll get a reply, and then we'll get a ruling. If the motions to dismiss are granted, obviously the case is over. If the motions to dismiss are denied, then my request or my order is to you all get together and propose within 5 days of an order denying the motion to dismiss, a scheduling order so we can put that in place in the case. I'm sorry, Mr. Reardon, you go second.
Yeah, Your Honor, if I may, so that was actually one of the other things I wanted to address. I intend to file an amended complaint in this to add critical facts that have come to my attention since the initial filing. This will likely affect the defendant's current motion to dismiss and should be addressed before we set a final deadline for that response. And even just right here with granting the motion to stay, there are two separate courses right here as far as the sovereign immunity claim with the UTMB defendants. I do have, I reserve the right and I intend to either name UTMB as a to name their executives personally, individually, or to seek declaratory relief in the UTMB case, but to hold the entire case over on stay when this is I feel like this is going to bind the case up. I've had bad experiences with these cases getting put on stay, and I think that this case deserves a lot more than getting put on a stay and looking at it dismissing the case on some trivial ground that's just going to get appealed.
Well, let me say this. Obviously, all the cases, Judge Brown and I say this very seriously, all the cases are important. The law is clear that until the sovereign immunity issue, qualified immunity decision are made, discovery cannot proceed. And the Fifth Circuit is clear as day on that.
It's also clear on the other constitutional rights.
If you want to file an amended complaint, we're always going to give one party an opportunity to amend their complaint at least once. So if you'd like to file the amended complaint, why don't we pick a date to do that? So we have a date for you to file the amended complaint.
Yes, sir.
If you file that amended complaint, and then if UTMB, Galveston, or the individual defendants want to seek to move that to dismiss that one, they can do that.
Yes, sir. I think, yeah.
I thought I was going to say next Friday on the amended complaint. Does that day work or not work?
Next Friday can work for me, Your Honor. I was going to say, suggest 8 to 10 months for a discovery period after that. But yeah, I think if I could have until next Friday, I can have an amended complaint in, and I think that I can.
More time, I'll give you more time. File the amended complaint, the quicker we can reach the resolution of the sovereign immunity and qualified immunities.
Sure. Yeah. Well, this is a case, and in fact, with recent events that have come up, it's something that doesn't need to be. I'm not trying to overrush anything because more and more things are coming out as time goes on.
I'm just trying to put a schedule in place. So you tell me, when do you want to file the amended?
Okay, so I think if you could give me, I would say, let's make it, if you don't mind, Your Honor, let's make it that following Monday, just to give me that extra weekend. If I need it, I don't think it's going to really matter that much, Friday to Monday, but just giving me that extra weekend right there in case I need it to get everything prepared. And
I don't like setting Monday deadlines.
Okay.
A weekend. I don't like that. So I'll give you Tuesday, the 28th of October.
That works perfect for me, Your Honor.
Okay, so just so we're all clear, you will file an amended complaint if you so desire by October 28th. The defendants will have the time requirements, don't remember the rules, as to respond. And in the meantime, though, discovery is stayed until a resolution of assuming the motion is filed in the amended complaint till the qualified immunity and sovereign immunity issues are decided. And then if the motion is denied, the motion is dismissed or denied, parties are provided closed document order within 5 days.
Okay. Yes, sir. It's very concerning with the Lafayette County Sheriff's Department. And
hold on.
Yes, sir.
I'll give you a chance. I promise you. Mr. Giles, does that work? Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Lindsay? Yes, Your Honor. Okay, yes, sir, Mr. Reardon.
I was just simply gonna, I'm not trying to hold you up, Your Honor, but it's very concerning to me with the Lafayette County, Mississippi Sheriff's Department. Two of these defendants, which came out of their department conveniently, when it came time for them to get served, are no longer with the department, and the department doesn't want to say anything about where they went. They were working for the department. I think that there should be an obligation. In fact, I think this encroaches on obstruction, the fact that they're trying to conceal this information. I mean, this is the government. They shouldn't be able to sit on it.
Those entities are not before me today, so I can't do anything with respect to that. We're gonna have the amended complaint. Let's test it on the motion to dismiss and we'll see what happens if the case proceeds or it gets dismissed. So with that, anything else we need to address today, just on scheduling issues from the defendants?
No, Your Honor.
Plaintiffs.
No, Your Honor.
Great to see all of you. Thank you very much. We look forward to the amended complaint on October 28th, Mr. Reardon. Have a great day, everyone. And thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, next, Wynn versus Myel, 325 CD 204. Who we have on the plaintiff side?
Alex, man. It's already been sent out back in July, of course, and we have a service record by email that I've been served out. Well, he's in the hospital somehow. It says the department will not release their information where they at, and the only person that I got to serve was I think Divine, Officer Divine, and we tried to locate Myel, and he's no longer with the department since then. So right now I'm still working on that, but it's just now it's just same situation with Mr. Reardon, cases. Department is not giving out any information, and it's just
Okay, let me say, when I look at the docket, there's nothing to indicate that anybody has been served, right? So you have sued various governmental entities and various individuals. I need to make sure if you served anyone, you need to file proof of service with the court. Okay, so I guess, and you heard what I said before, I think that was Mr. Lewis, or you're in the same boat. If you got to, go to the clerk's office, make sure you have summons issued.
Caught red-handed, their lies laid bare. These public officials thought nobody would care. A conspiracy deep, but the truth's coming through. The system's cracking, now they'll pay their due.
Lies and corruption, they thought they'd control, but justice is burning, exposing their soul. They built this on deceit, but their cover is blown. Now the guilty must answer for the seeds they've sown. Down in Galveston, it started that night. Osteen and Doretti turned wrong into right. Said I was drunk, claimed the smell in the air, but no alcohol touched me, their proof wasn't there. They locked me up 11 months in a cell. Fabricated charges, a personal hell. They twisted the law, made me a pawn, but their conspiracy's unraveling, it won't last long. A growing plot, their power abused, but I'm breaking the chains, their lies are diffused. The truth's on my side and it's ready to speak, exposing their game, bringing justice to the weak. Caught red-handed, their lies laid bare. These public officials thought nobody would care. A conspiracy deep, but the truth's coming through. The system's cracking, now they'll pay their due. Lies and corruption, they thought they control, but justice is burning, exposing their soul. They built this on deceit, but their cover is blown. Now the guilty must answer for the seeds they've sown. Extradited from Galveston back to Lafayette. 2 weeks before trial, the lies were set. Then Ben Creekmore played his false hand, fictitious evidence in his corrupt plan. Judge Tolleson fell for the charade they showed. 2 years in prison, down a dark road. Osteen hit the stand, swore oath after oath, but his lies cracked under the weight of my growth. July 18th, they thought they'd won, but justice don't sleep, the truth has begun. Their house of cards is shaking, ready to fall. I'm standing tall, calling out them all. Caught red-handed, their lies laid bare. These public officials thought nobody would care. A conspiracy deep, but the truth's coming through. The system's cracking, now they'll pay their due. Lies and corruption, they thought they control. Sentence vacated, exposing their soul. They built it on deceit, but the cover is blown. Now the guilty must answer for the seeds they've sown. Candy Beavers, Hobie James played the dirty part. Conspired with Galveston to tear me apart. Jeff Busby sent false statements to the district attorney, and when the heat came down, it was so concerning. A snake in the grass hiding behind his crew, but the truth reveals everything they do. Their lies run deep, but justice runs deeper. Each betrayal exposed, the climb's getting steeper. They thought they'd silence me, bury my voice, but now it's my time and I've made my choice to shine a light, make sure these criminals pay. Justice is coming and it's here to stay. I lost it all, but I've still got the fight. Damn right, the truth's a weapon cutting through the night. The sentence declared unlawful, the order vacated. I'm vindicated, liberated, and of course I'm elated. Caught red-handed, their lies laid bare. These public officials thought nobody would care. A conspiracy deep, but the truth's coming through. The system's cracking, now they'll pay their due. Lies and corruption, they thought they control. Sentence vacated, exposing their soul. They built it on deceit, but their cover is blown. Now the guilty must answer for the seeds they've sown. Yeah, pour again. Damn right, the truth's a weapon, cutting through the night. The sentence declared unlawful.